What is up, guys? This is the December 2021 card sign, and I'm about to head out to grab a GTX 760 2GB for $80. I need it for a budget build, which you can see behind me. Here, let me show you guys. So here, I grabbed this motherboard from last month. So I'll talk about it for a little bit, and then I'm gonna head out. So 600 watt power supply. I was able to get it for $10 yesterday. No, wait, no, $20. And these fans, they are from AliExpress. It was 4 of them for 25 bucks. So 2 of them is $12.50. And this SSD came from AliExpress. I bought 5 of these. It was 20 bucks each. That's pretty good. 120GB. And here, the CPU just came this morning. I'm debating if I should use the i7 4771 or the E3 1270 V3 for this build with the graphics card I'm gonna get soon, which is the GTX 760. And I got these RAM sticks. It's 16GB of DDR3 running at 1600 megahertz for 50 bucks. This RAM is like really nice looking, so yeah, it's pretty worth 50 bucks. It's a nice looking RAM. So, and oh yeah, these 2 CPUs, I was able to get them when it was on sale on AliExpress for 180 in total. So I'm just gonna count the i7 4771 as $100 and the E3 1270 V3 as $80. Alright, I'm gonna go head out to grab the graphics card now. This guy lives like 8 minutes away from me, so I'm just gonna walk there. Oh, I also need the hard drive, which I'm gonna get in the next few days. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, I picked up the GTX 760. It's not bad. It's actually only 5 minutes walk. Oh gee, my hair. Okay. Yeah, it's like a 5-minute walk for me, so it's okay. 80 bucks. Usually I pay like 60, 70, but you know, GPU shortage. So yeah, 80 bucks. Yeah. And also, I am going to pick up 3 hard drives for $40, which is one 1TB, one 640GB, and one 320GB. Total 40 bucks. I don't know. It's like, it's okay. I'll just treat the 640GB as a $20 drive, so I can save that 320GB drive as like a free drive, you know, for a future video maybe. And a couple other deals I'm gonna pick up during the next week or so is 3 motherboards, which is I'm gonna get more H81M motherboards. So I'm gonna get 3 of those, and I'm gonna get one 3rd gen motherboard because I ordered a i7 3770S on AliExpress for like 80 bucks. I kind of need a motherboard for that. Alright, here's all the parts to build a gaming PC except for the hard drive, but I'm gonna get that on Friday. Alright. Okay, and here's the finished build. I'll turn it on in a second. And I decided to put this Mr. Peanut in because look at it. Yeah, I got that for $10. Yeah, so I'll cable manage it better when I get the hard drive. So yeah, alright, let's turn it on. And here's the finished product, kind of. I just need to set everything up. And if you look right here, I decided to use the E3 1270 V3 instead of the i7 4771. And what I realized is that they're basically the same CPU with the same boost clock and base speed. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, I'll come back when there's another deal. Alright, so I just finished picking up those 3 hard drives I was talking about earlier, which is the 320GB hard drive, then the 1TB hard drive, and the 640GB hard drive. I will be using this for the build I was talking about earlier, obviously. Now I'll be heading over to Richmond Center to pick up a motherboard and CPU combo, which is X58, which I have been waiting for this for a long time since I had 3 sticks of Dom Plat at home. And I'll be able to pick up that combo for like $60, which is pretty good because it comes with the Hyper 212 or 212 cooler. Okay, let's go get it. Okay, so I just picked up the motherboard CPU combo. It's kind of, oh, it's really heavy. It also came with 6GB of RAM, which is, I can save those for maybe like an office PC build or something. So I'll count these as free, I guess. A 60 by itself, I think, is pretty worth. And the IO shield is right here. Came in a bag like this. This cooler though, this cooler is pretty beefy, but it's not the best mounting mechanism. I really don't like this. Do you see this? Yeah, well anyways, that's a pretty good deal, and I guess I'm gonna head home now and wait for the other deals. But I have a upcoming graphics card I need to pick up, which is a RX 460 I'm gonna use for this build. I'm gonna have to pay a little bit more than what I'm willing to pay usually, which is 140. It's okay. It's not the worst pricing, but you know, I wouldn't pay that much normally. But I want to use the RX 460 and build this computer, so yeah. And hopefully next week I could find some good graphics card deals, because right now there's a lot of good CPU and motherboard RAM deals, but the graphics card deals are still like garbage, or they're like way overpriced, like the RX 460. But I want to try it and I need it for this build. And since I got this motherboard CPU RAM combo for so cheap, it could compensate for the overpricing of the graphics card, I guess. Yeah, well, I'll see you guys when I go get the next deal. Okay, right now we're gonna go get this really good hard drive deal for $220 that came up yesterday. So let's go pick that up, and hopefully on the way I can also pick up the RX 460 I was talking about. But the guy hasn't responded to me for like 3 hours. He said I can message him after 2:30. I said, okay, I'll be there at 6. He didn't read it. I was like, are you good with that? At like 5, and he still hasn't read it. So I don't know. Maybe after I pick up the hard drive, he'll finally respond, because his place is like a 5-minute drive from the hard drive place. Oh, alright, let's go. Alright, I got the hard drive. They're all in here. Alright, so the RX 460 guy hasn't responded yet, so probably won't get it tonight. But at least I got like so many hard drives. I'll be stocked up for like the next 2 months or so. And like most of them are 2 terabytes too, so I could build like a bunch of mid-range, I guess. Yeah, alright, let's get all these home and tested. Since the RX 460 guy hasn't responded, I guess I'll just pick it up when I get the 4 MATX motherboards on another day. And man, people, I don't know, man. I don't know why they don't check their like phones once in a while or something. But it is what it is, I guess. Right, let's go home and test the hard drives. Okay, so out of the 13 drives, 3 of them had the caution on it. See right here, I use crystal disk Ehrling to figure out the stuff when I test the drives, right? So it has caution on it, and I'll show you guys some of the steps I do to try to fix that issue, because sometimes maybe the person who sold it formatted too fast and then some issue occurs, right? So in a bit I'll show you guys some steps I take to try to fix that issue. If not, it's okay, it's still usable, just I wouldn't put these in like more expensive builds. I'll just put them in like budget builds, because 2 terabyte is still a great selling point, right? And a 500 gig, I think I may be able to fix this caution one, because it's just reallocated sector count. So okay, let's try the steps. Oh yeah, and by the way, here's the finished peanut build. Yeah, I'm just gonna, by the time this video comes up, I probably already sold it, or not. Check my website. It's in the banner on my YouTube page. Okay, so what I do first is I go to disk, search up disk on the Windows search bar on the bottom, and then you should see create and format hard disk partitions. You click on that, and then you go down, you see here new volume, that's the 500 gigabyte I have put in. And what you do is you click delete volume, and then once it has been deleted, close out of that, and then you go new volume, go next, and then here's type in 500 gigabyte hard drive, and down here it says this checkbox is checked. It says perform a quick format, right? Instead of putting that box in the checking that box, you uncheck it, and then you press next, and then you press finish, and then you wait for it to format it. It might take longer than the quick format. Let's just wait. I'll come back when this is finished formatting, because it's kind of taking a long time. Okay, so as you can see, the thing finished and it didn't change anything. So, and I'll just throw this in a really budget build in the future, maybe. Just leave this green sticker on so I know it's the one that's like part caution, I guess. So I doubt I could fix these two, so I'm not gonna waste my time, because it took like a couple hours to finish formatting this. So I'll just put these labels, put it on so I know they're like caution, and put them in budget builds. Alright, let's wait until tomorrow for the other parts. Alright, so I just finished picking up a graphics card, which is the R9 270X 2GB for $70. Because unfortunately, the RX 460 guy that ghosted me, kinda, yeah, I don't know, that guy kinda just ghosted me and sold it. So that was, I guess I dodged a bullet actually, because that card is nowhere near that price. And the R9 290 is like, the R9 270X is a lot better than the RX 460, even though it's older. And on the way, I also got a really good deal, which is the FX 8350 system. It didn't say the RAM. There was like 2 sticks in it, and there's also a R9 200 series graphics card in the listing. It says 3GB, so I assume it's like a R9 280 or 380. It came with a power supply and a hard drive and a really shitty case, but it's a pretty good deal for $280, considering he also put a Razer. No, wait, is it Razer? I think it's like a Razer mechanical keyboard. It's pretty good. Yeah. Well, now I'm gonna go get another graphics card, which I also found, which is a GTX 670 2GB. I'm gonna go get that for $80. Yeah, alright, let's get to it. Okay. Right, and this is the last graphics card deal, but I still have those 4 motherboards I need to get, which probably get them in the next few days, and yeah, I'll come back and record the last bit when that happens, and yeah, see you guys then. Right, here's a quick update before I end the day off. So here's what I got for today, and I pulled out this R9 280X from the $280 computer, and then as well as a 1TB WD black and a 128GB SSD, and this motherboard with the FX 8350, I think. I took the 2 RAM sticks out because it's only 8GB, and by the time this uploads, you will see a short on my YouTube which tells you how upset I was about the P6T motherboard and the i7-920, which I'm gonna take that out of the other build I was putting together and replace it with this. I'm gonna replace the cooler with a different one too, and I'm gonna put it in the case that this came from and put a free 320GB hard drive in, and like a bunch of random RAM sticks that I got for free inside too, and then I try to sell that for $80 so I could get my money back, and which means if I do sell it for 80, that means I could get the 8GB of DDR3 I took out for free, and I'll break even basically. Alright, now let's wait until the next deal. Hi, yeah. So it turns out the R9 270X is broken. Oh well, I'm gonna try to get a refund on that, I guess. Alright guys, so it's Sunday. Today will be the last day of the deals hunt, which I'm gonna go get the 4 motherboards I was talking about, and I also scored some other deals during the other days, which is a desktop for 160. I looked at the spec. It has a GTX 770, a 240GB or 120GB SSD, a 500GB hard drive, and a 450W EVGA 80 plus bronze unit. And the CPU, motherboard, RAM, yeah, whatever, they're pretty trash. I'll show a picture up on screen. I think it's a Phenom something 4 cores and like 6GB of RAM. So yeah, that's not that good. I could just sell it for 50 or something. And I also got another deal. Oh, actually there's 2 more deals. I'm getting 16GB of DDR3 from my friend for 50 bucks, and then later I'm gonna get another 16GB of DDR3 for 50 bucks. Yeah, DDR3 is kind of expensive. It's kind of hard for me to get any for 50 now. Everyone trying to sell it for like $70 to $80 for some reason. It's DDR3, DDR5's out, guys. Come on. Alright, well, let's get to the deals. Alright, so I just got the 16GB of RAM from my friend. He also gave me a FX 8350 that I lent him a long time ago, so I guess free CPU. And this motherboard, apparently he bricked it, so that's unfortunate, but yeah, I guess it's just like a CPU holder now. I also got a PCIe M.2 thing, so I could use like a M.2 SSD with a newer motherboard. He gave it to me for $5 because he didn't need it anymore. He upgraded to like a Ryzen 7 3700, I think. But yeah, so you say, so this whole thing is like 50 bucks, $55 including the PCIe. He also gave me like a VRM fan thing, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna use that for. Yeah, and okay, let's go to the next deal, which is the $160 computer at Richmond. Okay, so along the way I also picked up a Nintendo Switch. I had a Switch Lite before, but I want to play the Switch on the TV, so got a Nintendo Switch. Animal Crossing one. I kind of want this one too, and it's actually the last one in that store I went to. So it's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna go pick up the computer now. Alright, so I just picked up the last deal of this month, which is the 16 gigabytes of DDR3. This is actually pretty cool. It's low profile RAM, except it has heatsink on it. I never seen RAM like this, because usually low profile RAM is like, it's usually low power too. So that's pretty cool. It's running at 1600 megahertz CL8. So yeah, that's the last deal for this month. And I just want to sit down here and talk to you guys about the current situation of the PC parts market. So this month, is the graphics market is so dry. I was only able to pick up like 2-3 graphics cards. Anyways, hopefully next month I could get a lot more like GPU deals. Actually, like 2 days ago at like 9 p.m, right, someone listed a GTX 1050 Ti for 150. I asked him 120, he said okay, but then he's like, I was the third one to ask, so he's gonna like take a while to answer. And then after like 30 minutes it got sold like right away. Like you see how crazy people are for GPUs? Like geez. Well, I guess I just have to be a no life and be on Facebook Marketplace 24/7. Alright, and that's it for this month, December 2021's Parts Hunt vlog. If you liked the video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you didn't like the video, still give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because it will help me out a lot. Alright, with that being said, have a nice day. Peace.